Mm, Hello, my name is Han Ji-woo, and I am working in the nursing department of Gyeongjang University. I'm sorry to meet you in a person due to COVID-19 situation. I hope to see you face to face next time. Then I will start the presentation. My topic is relationship between nurses, perception of nursing organizational culture, physical fatigue, and quality of life. The reason for the topic selection is that nurses are doing a lot of work due to the pandemic these days. So I thought nursing culture was very important. In the end, I decided on them because I thought it would have a lot to do with nurses' perception, physical fatigue, and quality of life according to the nursing organization culture. Since nurses play a very important role in increasing the quality of nursing services and hospital organizational performances, it is most important to increasing satisfaction among members of the organization to improve the quality of nursing services. Introduce the Especially with the advent of an aging society, the demand for nursing services to improve medical quality is diversifying as the demand for nursing increases due to the increases in chronic disease. Since nurses play a very important role in improving the quality of nursing services and hospital organizational performances, it is the most important time to increasing satisfaction among members of the organization. The organizational culture of nurses has a lot of influence in performing their duties and act as a key element of nursing productivity and competitiveness. So it is also very important in nursing work performance. The quality of life is raised as an important issue for nurses because nurses who provide negative effects on patients have negative effects and independence toward patients due to poor quality of life. My pronunciation is not good. Introduction. In this way, provides studies on health programs and quality of life in original culture show the emotional level, violence experience, and physical symptoms, job stresses, and social and psychological stress. But there is a lack of research to investigate the relationship between organizational culture and quality of life. Therefore, examining the relationship between organizational culture and quality of life that can improve nursing work performances through the professional job and the job environment of nursing also gives important meaning to improving the quality of medical services. Therefore, this study aims to provide basic data for improving the quality of nursing services and forming a nursing organizational culture through job environment for nurses by investigating the relationship between physical fatigue and quality of life of nurses. Next is subject and data collections method. The subject of this study is nursing working full-time at a university hospital located in WCD Gangwon-do. The subjects are nurses who recognize the nursing organizational culture and have a minimum career period of 1 year or more than clinical performances, ability, and field adaptation. The sample size of the study subjects were compared on average using the G-Power program, and the minimum number of samples was 123 based on the significance level of 0.05 both sides, the power level of 18% and the effect size of 0.25 medium. The data was targeted at 175 nurses who understood and agreed to the purpose of this study in consideration of unfavorable responses and draft rate due in certificate data. The used for the final analysis, excluding 3 questionnaires for those with less than 1 year of clinical experience and 2 for inappropriate responses. Next, data analysis method. Data analysis was performed using the SPSS-IIN 20.0 program. The subject: general characteristics, perception of nursing organizational culture. Physical fatigue and quality of life were composed by descriptive statistics of mean and standard deviation. The average difference of each variable according to the general characteristics of the subject was verified by t-test and ANOVA, and the post-analysis was verified by the history. The relationship between the subject perception of nursing organization culture, physical fatigue, and quality of life was analyzed by a person's correlation coefficients. Multiple regression analysis was conducted to understand the perception of nursing organizational culture that affected the subject's physical fatigue and quality of life. Next is result. First, analysis of general characteristics. As for the general characteristics of the study subject, the gender of the study subject was 10 males nurses, 5.9%, and 160 females nurses, 94.1%. The most common age was 101, 71.2% in their 20s. 141 unmarried, 82.9%, and 145, 85.3%. In their final education, those with less than a year, 0.8% had the most working experience, while internal medicine and surgery responded the most equal with 38.2% respectively. As for the time of work, 130, 76.5% worked in 8 hours shifts and 40, 23.5% worked in fixed shifts. Next, differences in nursing organizational culture, body fatigue, and quality of life according to general characteristics. Number 8. Gender showed statistically significant differences in nursing organization culture. Age showed statistically significant difference in nursing tissue culture, physical fatigue, and quality of life. Number B, and male Z showed statistically significant differences in nursing organizational culture and physical fatigue. The final education showed statistically significant differences in nursing organizational culture, physical fatigue, and quality of life. The work experience were statistically very significant differences in nursing organizational culture, physical fatigue, and quality of life. Working was satisfactory, very significant in nursing organizational culture, physical fatigue, and quality of life. Next is correlation between variables. Relationship oriented showed a positive correlation with innovational oriented 783, hierarchy oriented 772, take oriented 647, and quality of life 586. However, it shows a negative correlation with physical fatigue 583. Innovation-oriented showed a positive correlation with hierarchical-oriented 908. take-oriented 708, and quality of life 682. However, there was a negative correlation with physical fatigue. High-tickle-oriented showed a positive correlation with take-oriented 707, and quality of life 702, and has a negative correlation with physical fatigue 823. Take-oriented showed the negative correlation with physical fatigue 580, and a positive correlation with quality of life 545. Physical fatigue was found to have a negative correlation with quality of life 666. Next is result regression analysis. Nursing organizational culture, perception, physical fatigue, and quality of life. In order to verify the effect of nurse organizational culture, perception, and physical fatigue. Nursing organizational culture, perception, and quality of life. Physical fatigue and quality of life. The next result of multi-regression analysis and multi-collinear diagnosis. The limit of tolerance is 1 and 4 was more than 1.1, and the variance expense factor was 2.1 to 9.2 and less than 10, indicating no multirolic of viable type 1. Can you show then this, and then skip. Finally, conclusion. In this study, looking at the subject perception of nursing organizational culture, the highest score was hierarchical-oriented 3 points and work-oriented 3 points. Relationship-oriented 2.9 points and innovation-oriented 2.9 points, showing an average of 3.0 points. Showing a score above the middle. Physical fatigue shows a significant negative correlation with the nursing organizational culture. Quality of life shows a significant positive correlation with the nursing organizational culture and negative correlation with physical fatigue. Hierarchical-oriented was found to be a significant pretty variable in a perception of nursing organizational culture affecting physical fatigue and quality of life. Of course, physical fatigue is an important factor that increasing the burnout and the overall intention of nurses, lost the quality of nursing service, and impairs the productivity of the nursing organization. It is necessary to develop a program to prevent and reduce fatigue. And therefore, it is expected that the positive perception of nursing managers for improving the nursing organizational culture will contribute to improving the quality of nursing service that can enhance the quality of life of all nurses through mutual respect and organizational culture formation. Finally, suggestion. Based on the above the research result, I would like to suggest the following. First, it is necessary to change and improve the perception of nurses to form and desirable nursing organizational culture in the organization and to propose continuous research to develop intervention programs and test clinical effects. Second, it is necessary to improve the working environment and treatment at the organizational level in order to secure excellent nurses with abundant clinical experience and to improving the quality of life of nurses. That's it. Thank you for listening until the end. Even though your English pronunciation is not good. Thank you for listening to the end. Thank you. Bye-bye.